Hey everybody, this is Jeff Underwood, your certified bourbon steward, and I am going to drop a little bourbon history on you today. As we are approaching the Kentucky Derby once again, returning to its normal first weekend in May, it reminds me of the men who made the Derby a must see event back in the late 19th century. These men were the jockeys. In America of the 1800s, most, if not all, of the jockeys were black. The owners of these prized thoroughbreds and fillies didn't send their sons out to race these horses like it was some polo match. In fact, these were hired help, or sometimes hired help, but proud men nonetheless, who groomed and trained and yes, raced these proud animals who were born and bred to run. They were true partners on the dirt track, and they lived their lives a quarter mile at a time. One of the most lauded jockeys of the time was Mr. Isaac Burns Murphy. In a time before there was the NFL, before James Naismith raised his first peach basket, or before baseball even, horse racing was a major sporting event. Some said it was America's pastime. And Isaac Murphy was its biggest winner. He never used a crop, he never used a whip, but he talked his horses around the track during the race, and he won almost half of the races that he entered. It was a fame that brought him international stardom. And he was, I'd call him the LeBron James of his time. And although he died at age 35 in 1896, he'd amassed a huge amount of wealth and fame. In fact, the Black Jockeys like Murphy got so much honor and prize money that they were eventually pushed out of the sport around the turn of the last century. There's no collective bargaining, no unions back then, so no one that was there to protect their stake in the track, at the track. So today you'll rarely see a black man trotting into the starting gates, much less the winner's circle of a race, and it's 100 years later. So as I raise my julep this week, or my old fashioned, I toast the brave men who put American horse racing on the map, and I give a cheers to the Black Jockeys. You are not forgotten. Let's continue this conversation. You can follow me at Bourbon and Black, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook. But otherwise, cheers, my friends.